And now for the winner of the FIFA Under-21 Player of the Year. The winner is, from the Queens of the South, Tatsivian Makliev. Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Queen of the South, Season 11, Episode 8 today. We are mid-January transfer window and we're going to be facing Tycoon-owned Ross County and Dundee United in the league. There's a lot to catch you up on since last episode, but the biggest news of all is we have the FIFA Best Under-21 Men's Player, and that is Makliev. Now, I know he's been good. I didn't think he was quite that good. 31 games, though, 22 goals is very impressive, and he joins the likes of Mbappe, De Ligt, Haaland, Pedri, Musiala, Gavi, and then a bunch of regens that we've never heard of before. But well done to Makliev. And he didn't just win this award, as you would expect, I suppose, if he won the best under-21 player in the world. He also won the European Golden Boy as well, got there eventually. So, I mean, same stats, obviously, but if you are the best young player in the world, you chance they're the best young player in Europe. So, well done to him. Now, as I said, we are mid-January transfer window. We have made a signing. And this is him, Jorge Otamendi. He is a 21-year-old Paraguayan central defender that can apparently play in midfield or left back, but he'll be playing as a central defender for us. We kind of needed somebody with a Baba Adu injury, and this is the guy that we've gone and got. Now, he only had a youth contract at Olympia, which is where he came through. He's a solid defender. Do I think he's going to be with us long-term and be leading us into a Champions League final? No, I do not. But what he is a 450 grand signing. Potentially that can rise up to just under $1 million. I think that's if he plays 50 games. I can't remember what it is. But either way, he's proven himself in Paraguay's league. He's an international, so there's wasn't really a lot of downsides to it. And we saw here his potential value is already up to 15 million. So we're going to make an absolute killing if we do decide to sell him on in the future. And if we don't, he's going to be a very solid option for us, and he's signed as a squad player in any case, 10.5 grand a week. Now, unfortunately, we won't be able to see him this episode, though, because you'll see there he's away with the Paraguayan under-23s trying to qualify for the Olympics, along with the rest of our defence. Because if we have a look here at the players that we are missing currently on international duty, Klee, Emaruso, Toro, Rojas, Otamendi, obviously, and and Mashagi as well had been away, or he's going away. He'll be back. He's just gone for a little while with Sweden for some reason. There's always an international in January for Sweden, which makes perfect sense. But yeah, you'll notice that we're missing more or less our entire defence, which is going to make a team selection for these games today interesting, to say the least. Now, there is also one more thing before we get to the Champions League group stage knockout draw. Not used to being in the knockout rounds, but we have had our youth intake preview. For what this is worth, it's supposed to be an excellent preview. Fullbacks, 2 fullbacks, a central midfielder, and 2 forwards. So we'll wait and see what we actually get. But we'll keep our fingers crossed that is accurate, and we'll get ourselves a few good players through. Now, yeah, like I say, we have the knockout round of the Champions League to catch you up on. Let's go see who we're going to be playing in the final 16. Okay, so it is time for the Champions League first knockout round draw. We have been seeded in the draw as group winners, which is exciting. So let's have a look at who's in here with us. So the other seeded teams are Barcelona, Juventus, Manchester United, Bayern Munich, Liverpool, PSG, and RB Leipzig. So the teams that we can draw: Chelsea, Hertha Berlin. We won't be able to get Milan, Newcastle, Dortmund, Inter, Monaco, and Roma. Those last 3, even the last 4, I think we would just... if we avoid Chelsea, actually, out of that, I think we'll be doing okay. Newcastle and Hertha Berlin make me a little bit nervous. One for money and one because Hertha Berlin, as I said before, they have actually won the Champions League. Now, let's see who we get here. Anticipation is killing me. Please, no. Okay, that's a good draw for us. Milan, we can't get. They have Liverpool. Hertha Berlin, I think we'd rather avoid them. We have Inter, we would probably take Inter. They've got Manchester United. Monaco, we would love Monaco. And that's who we've got. So, that being said, are we a chance... Roma probably would have been the dream, actually. But are we a chance of going to the quarterfinals of the Champions League? And I would say we are as good a chance as any on that. They are fourth in Liga right now, Monaco. So we'll have a closer look at them closer to the time of playing them. But there are some games to catch you up on since last episode, first of all. And the first of those in the league was against Hamilton. Celino gave us an early lead and then got our second. Makrayev took advantage of a goalkeeping error for our third, before Bol got a stunning fourth. So how about that from Thomas Bol? This was a very, very good performance for us. We were just far too good for Hamilton, unfortunately for them. I did try and give Campo some game time to try and keep him happy so we could extend the loan. That didn't happen. He's gone back to Manchester United. But yeah, we just played really, really well on this one, even though a number of the goals were maybe not from open play. We were going to win this game, I think. It's just that happened that the goals came that way. The next game to catch you up on in the league is against St Johnstone. Artvik and Matriev toyed with the defence before giving us the lead. And Alvarez played in Artvik for 2-0. So we were really good in this one, just with our chances being taken. Angus just could not hit a barn door. But you can see from the match ratings, everybody else was really, really good. I think I ended up taking off Angus, didn't I? Bought Reece Layton on the young Scottish striker. And yeah, like I say, we could have won this by anything. In the end, it was just the two. So we still have a 100% record. Our next game was a trip to Celtic Park. Let's see if that 100% record could survive that trip. Celtic went ahead early. Makriev pulled us level, and then Bucchiano gave us the lead. But Celtic were level at half-time, and then they got a winner in the second half. So this was an even game. We were not at our best in this one. They missed it, well, they didn't miss a penalty. Bursic saved a penalty. Yeah, I mean, you can see again from XG Tracker, it was an even game. A draw would have been a fair result, but either way, the 100% record is gone, as is our unbeaten record, and yeah, our first defeat in the league this season. So that's a shame. We looked to rebound next up against Hibernian. Johnny Angus gave us a first-minute lead. Razayev played in Angus for our second, before Rojas's cross fell for Bol to make it 3-0. And Angus completed his hat-trick. So a very, very good response, this one, to the Celtic defeat. The Johnny Angus goal, the first one, was a club record for quickest goal. It was a farewell performance from Razayev. He's now gone off to Spain. I realised too late to put him on the penalty. Otherwise, I would have done that. But it was a mad scramble once the penalty was given, and I couldn't pause the game quick enough to get the change done. So maybe cost him a farewell goal there as well. But a really good pass to set up Angus for the second one. So that is a nice rebound. The final game to catch you up on in the league once more was against Livingston. Thomas Bol played in Johnston for the only goal. So another game we dominated without goals, particularly in the second half. Eddie Johnson quietly having a good season, just banging in goals left, right and centre. And yeah, I mean, XG with 339, 32 shots, 11 on target, and we only came away with a 1-0 win. It's disappointing, but ultimately it was a win, so that's the main thing. If we go and have a look at the league table, and it is a 9-point gap we have now over Rangers, a little bit more than that to Celtic and Ross County. Now, of course, Ross County is our first game today, and that is going to be a big one. Hopefully we can get the result there. You can see the Champions League draw. I think that is about as favourable. I think Roma was maybe the softest draw we could have got, but Monaco, I would think, is right there with it. So that's excellent. Really, really excited. But of course, we've got to go beat them on the field, don't we? So let's go and have a look here at what we're doing in this game against Ross County. And we are expecting a 4-2-3-1, although we've got a false 9 and a shadow striker, which could be interesting for us defensively to deal with. And that could be problematic because defensively we are wafer thin. So we have Bursic in goal. We have Dunbar playing left back. I don't know who he is either. I found him in the under-20s, and he is our best option at left back. Would you believe that? So that's a problem. It's going to be Bucchiano and Walker. That's the two centre-backs. They need to have a big game. Muros is going to play right back because we don't have anybody else to play right back. So Yep, that's happening. Mihai and Alvarez in midfield. Makreyev, Bol and Arkvik. Eddie Johnson goes up top. Quite a few of these players are the ones that we've promised first-team football to. The one concern we obviously have is who is Tom Dunbar and how will he do? We're about to find out. Okay, so we can see the team sheets there. Now, this guy on loan from Chelsea is a wonder kid, so he's going to be good. I always post the lineups on the Discord before, during the day before the episode. There's a link in the description that I've said many times. I can only imagine that what you guys were thinking. So, Dunbar, who the hell is Eddie Dunbar? Not Eddie Dunbar. What's his name? Tommy Dunbar. What do we want to say to this? Recent form has Ross County in first place, but we're in second. Let's raise to their level. So. Yeah, I mean, Ross County they're starting to fulfill what I've thought, what they should have been doing for seasons now. So, yeah, not the ideal game to have our entire defense out in South America. I had decided already, I wasn't actually going to go and sign another centre-back. I thought we would be better off using the game time for McNabb, and we do have a few other youngsters. But when the option came in to sign Otamendi so cheaply, I just thought, that's a little bit of a no-brainer to do that as well. So that's what we did on that front. But yeah, I obviously didn't realise everybody was going to be off in South America for January. So that is not ideal. We've got a corner here, or is it not a corner, free kick. It's bouncing around and the goalkeeper makes a save. Now, a little bit of news. Oh, Tommy Bol's injured. I mean, we can get around that by bringing on Torres, but that's not ideal. Hopefully, that's not too serious. What I really hope doesn't happen here is that we end up getting our Champions League campaign ripped to shreds through injuries, because that would be disappointing. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Maybe it's just bruised ribs. Eddie Johnson to Torres. Can Torres feed a ball through? It's Muros to Johnson. Johnson, is he going to turn? He goes back to Torres. Mihai to Alvarez. Back to Mihai. And there's the ball looking for Arkvik. It's an interesting back header. The goalkeeper is equal to it. Now, what I was going to say is, in sort of league news, you may remember I showed you Celtic striker Ali Spence not that long ago. Was it last episode before that? Here we go with Makreyev, best under-21 player in the world. There's a cross back post, and it's a good block, to be fair to the defender. Paris Saint-Germain have come in for him. So it looks as though he will be leaving the league this January. So that's going to be an interesting one for Celtic to try and overcome. And I won't get my nose rubbed in not signing him every time. Well, look at Rangers 5-0 over Dundee United. Yeah, because it's just every time I just think that why didn't I sign him? Why didn't I sign him? So at least that'll be out of sight, out of mind, until he scores the winning goal against us, no doubt, in the Champions League final. But there we go. 0-0 at the break. To be completely honest, given the squad limitations here, I don't think that would be... it wouldn't be the worst result. Don't lose faith. Let's go with that. We've got, Tom Dunbar. Just needs to really not stuff up. And he's still nervous. I did put Bayless on the bench potentially to play as a right back, and we could then move Muros over. So we'll wait and see. That could be something we could do. Tommy Bayless, of course, a good pro. He could probably do a job for us, but we'll see. I mean, we are at home here as well, so I wonder if giving Arkvik and Makreyev their starts here, if going 2 up top might work. Here we go, Makreyev on the ball. Anything can happen when that's the case. Mihai, that's a bit of a lungy tackle from behind that one, isn't it? Alvarez now. He goes back to Walker, forward to Mihai. Alvarez, wide for Muros. Can he use his right foot? I don't know if he can. He goes back to his left. Mihai to Makreyev. Oh, it's blocked. It's Torres. It's blocked again. It's bouncing around. Makreyev has scored an 18th of the season. Somehow, everybody stayed on side there. We'll just go back to positive now we've got the goal. We'll praise them. I thought for sure that someone there would have strayed offside. You couldn't blame him. I mean, there were so many shots raining in here. I think Arkvik's offside a few times there. But in the end, Eddie Johnson just laid it off. That's really good composure for him, isn't it? Lays it off to Makreyev. He's got himself a little bit of space, and he just gives us a lead. Tucks in. He's going to get how many goals this season? Depends how deep we go in Europe, I suppose, and in the Scottish Cup as well. We've not been fantastic in front of goal again. 11 shots, only 2 on target. It does make you wonder where these shots are, where are they coming in from. Looking for Eddie Johnson. We have had a little bit of success trying to spring him in behind. And I wonder, is Bukiano, is he going to win that race? No, he doesn't. No, he's up against a very good player there, and that is quite a good goal. We are passing into space already. I wonder if I should have taken that off, having gone into the lead, but yeah, that's a very good goal that we've conceded there, unfortunately. It's a bit of a ball over the top, but Bukiano was there more or less, wasn't he? And just no one. It's probably Mihai's man, isn't he? He's just ball watching a little bit, but having got to the ball, there wasn't a lot wrong with that strike. Let's encourage them. Dunbar's playing a 6.3. I mean, he's not good enough for this level. All right, so what we'll do is we will bring on Bayliss to play at right fullback and just hope he can do an okay job of it there for us. There is an argument to say we should. I'm not going to. I think a draw here, I think I would accept it, just because defensively we are really not in a good place. Arkvik's not having a good game, so let's bring Stankic on for him. We are getting a little bit of pressure from Man United to play Stankic more, so we'll do that. Torres isn't having a great game playing at the number 10 role, having come on to do that. We get that away. Torres, get rid of it, Torres! Jesus! Well, we got away with that a little bit, didn't we? And here we go again. Muros. This is better. Down the left-hand side. Ball in, looking for and finding Eddie Johnson. Does he have a finish? No. Good save from their goalkeeper. Can Stankic keep it in? No, he can't. We should have a corner, though. Now, Stankic is a man mountain. We've got a couple of other big boys in there, in Walker as well. And Tommy Bayliss, if he's forward, is no slouch in the air. Ball in. And, oh, it's a good header, and it was... Who was that? Well, it might have been Alvarez. But the clock is winding down. It's a game, according to XG, that we should have won. But, you know what? It's frustrating not to win the game, but I'll just about accept that, I think, today. Disappointing not to win the game, but as I said, given the team we had to pick, not the end of the world. And, you know, it's not like we conceded a sloppy goal, is it? It was a belter. So there we go. We are still top. Rangers have won massively, so they close in the gap a little bit, but it's still sizable. And the Bowl injury is going to take him out of Champions League 4 to 5 weeks. He might be back. If it's a month, so that's mid-February, he might be back. It was a professional debut from Dunbar. He probably will play again because we have no left backs. But anyway, wait right there. We'll face Dundee United next. Rangers put 6 past them. I'll settle for a 1-0 win. Okay, welcome back. We are getting ready now to face Dundee United. You can see the other fixtures there. Ross County versus Celtic is a big one for that third spot, which is, of course, a Champions League qualification spot, let's not forget. So, be interesting to see how that one plays out. But we're expecting a more defensively minded 4-3-3 from them. And this is a team we're sending out 1 or 2 changes. So, it's Bosic in goal. Muros, Bukiano, Walker, and Bayliss is going to start at right back this time. It'll be Mihai and Alvarez in midfield. Makraev, Torres, and Stankic as the middle 3. Salino's going to get the start. The bench is Perez, McNabb, Dunbar, Irving, Johnson. Now, this is, of course, the youngster that came through, and he is developing very nicely, so I'd like to get him on the field if we can. Turpey and Reece Layton as well. All right, so we can see the team sheets there. Not too many names I recognise on their side of things. It's not our strongest side, but it should be enough. Just relax, go out there, boys, and just get the job done. Yeah, like I say, it should be good enough. It's stronger almost than the team we put out against Ross County. And this is the weaker team than Ross County, so should be fine, hopefully anyway. I mean, yeah, arguably I should have started Tommy Bayliss at right back in the last one, but I thought maybe, you know, maybe we'll get a bit of game time for Tommy Dunbar, and it'll show, you know, that he can play at this level, and obviously he cannot. So we'll live and learn on that one. To be honest, he's more of a centre back anyway, so it was a bit harsh playing him at left back against the good side. But we'll take that point and run. What we want to do here, though, is make sure we get all 3. Muros with a throw. Stankic. Muros. In terms of the promises for playing time, I think the only one so far and it's a new one in Rojas that wants more playing time. He's the only one that isn't sort of agreeing right now that they're happy. And when he comes back, then he will obviously play and he should be fine. The issue I've got is that I've got to be careful that in playing the guys I've promised the game time to, we don't upset more players. So the likes of, say, Johnny Angus, you know, trying to think who else might be a good example of that, but he's the main one. I've just got to be a little bit careful of that. Bukiano's another one, actually, at centre-back. That guys that expect to play, I've just got to make sure that they are playing enough. There's a goal to Makreyev. Oh, and he's hit the post. Not often he doesn't find the back of the net. We've got a throw here, though. Torres, have another go. Makreyev, and that is post again. Let's give him some encouragement. We're doing okay. We just need to stop hitting the post, please, Makreyev. Now, of course, Dundee United getting spanked 6-0 by Rangers in their last game. Maybe not a great thing for us, because you'd imagine they're going to come out looking to keep things tight. But there's a good ball for Celino, and Celino can't beat their goalkeeper either. And maybe that's the sort of thing Eddie Johnson has been doing, and if he was playing, maybe he could have done a little bit better there. Let's tell him to focus. Muros with a throw. Stankic to Alvarez. Now, we haven't seen much of Bayless yet getting forward. There he is there, right on cue. Can he whip the cross in? It's a good one. Oh, and it is on the goal line. Twice it's cleared off the goal line. And what have we got to do to get this ball in the back of the net just now? Hit the post twice. Apparently there's a positive charge on the goal line and a negative charge in the ball, because that looked like a mag that just was not going to cross. And we've got another highlight. Muros to Torres. Back to Muros. Alvarez. Nice ball there for Stankic. Bayless in a weird spot for a right back. Apparently he switched positions with Mihai. Might as well use him if he's out there, mate. He goes, oh, it's a good... Oh, that's stunning. Oh, hit the post again. He was offside in any case, but it was really nice play through the middle. Let's see if we can demand more. And we've got a corner right at the end of the first half, and that is bulleted, but over the top by Stankic. And 15 shots, 5 on target, no goals. It kind of is what our season is like at times. So let's say, I mean, I don't hate that we've had a lot of shots, so I'm happy, but let's, okay, you've played, yeah, consider yourselves unlucky not to be winning. Let's go with that. You know, it'd be nice to maybe hit the target a few more times. And I wonder, actually, if we take it off exploit the middle, because where we've had most luck, it has been in wider areas, hasn't it? I have noticed passing the ball into space at a higher tempo has been getting us more chances. Now, there is maybe an argument to say here that this isn't working on the hour mark. So what if we change the formation and try a different form of attack? So it's very harsh on Makreyev, but we'll take him off. Irving will come on to play deep line playmaker, and Celino and Stankic will go as the two strikers. And let's see if this can, you know, change shape and try and catch them out a little bit that way. Muros with a throw. Celino's got a little bit of space. And are we going to work that space nicely? Not quite. Torres gives it away, and are we going to get done on the break? I mean, we don't deserve that. Bayless getting exposed as the right back. Maybe we've made a bit of a mistake there, and that is over the top. Maybe we just need to be a little bit careful here. Let's demand more and start looking at who's not playing well. Torres not playing well. Let's get the kid on and see what he can do. And the other one is Celino. So let's get Reece Layton on for him and see what he can do. There's a highlight. And, I mean, it's a game that we have done quite well in, and Bayless does nicely. Especially, you know, we dominated that first half, but if we don't put chances away, then we can't complain when we don't win games. Bayless getting forward now. He's not the quickest anymore, and he's actually lost out there altogether. But Mihai cancels that back. And here we go with the young Johnston. Johnson gets it wide for Alvarez. Can he pull it back? Layton and Stankic are in the middle. We go for Muros. Muros crosses it. Mihai heads it towards goal. Oh, and somehow it stayed out again. Really, the header had no business beating the goalkeeper, but having beaten him, Let's hit the crossbar down again. Stankic is in again. Can Stankic? Well, he all force, no accuracy on that one. Let's wait to see what happens from this corner. Irving to take. Irving to... Oh, it's away. Alvarez is there. Can he get a ball across? We've got Johnson at the edge of the area. And again, we've lost out. Let's give it a focus. Come on, guys. We don't deserve to not take the 3 points here, but we are in a little bit of danger of doing just that. So let's try that. I wonder actually if we, instead of looking for the overlap, we just get it into wide areas. Come on. Mihai gets another header away, and I think the goalkeeper, no, he didn't get a hand to it. 5 minutes to play, and are we going to end up with a point or even worse from this game and Bayless is off? But now we need to find another makeshift right back for our next game, which is St Mirren in the Cup. So against the Championship side, maybe not the worst. We're out of subs though, aren't we? Okay, so Mihai could just about slot in at a right back. He's got decent positioning and tackling, so we could do that. Irving, actually, can Eddie Johnson, who are you? Graham Johnson. He could probably just about drop in as a Mazzella, I think, please. Johnson, there we go. And I think now it is kind of a case of just trying to see this out and getting a point, which would be disappointing having had so much of the game. 62% possession, 24 shots, and are we going to go and lose it in the 5th minute of 4 in stoppage time? Or could we go and take the 3 points? Oh, well, we've got luck. For all the bad luck I've been bemoaning through the game, we've got a little bit of luck right at the end there. So it's another draw. And this time, it's nothing to do with the defense. We just couldn't score. But, yeah, well, there we go. So Rangers win again. They are getting a little bit too close now, aren't they? 5 points is that gap. Rangers, Celtic and Ross County have had a stalemate as well. So Queen of the South failed to make chances pay. That is going to need to improve, isn't it? Well, we can't really appeal to Tom Bayliss because it's 2 yellows, can we? The Tottenham boss is looking at Bucchiano. He will be going nowhere unless you want to absolutely break the bank for him. So that is how we leave things today. January window still has about a week and a half to go. And, well, do we need to do anything to make sure this league is actually going to come home? Because in the last few games, well, we've lost 1 and we've drawn 2, which isn't great. But as I said, that'll do it for today. We'll be back next time. We've got that Rangers game away, which is a little bit of a tempting one to come back for at the end of the January window as well. So maybe that's what we have to do. We'll come back for Hearts at home, and then we'll end the January window, and then we'll have Rangers away. And if they were to beat us there, that could be a 2-point gap, which would be, well, unthinkable considering we were 100% record not that long ago. So until then, I've been Aussie, and thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time as we, well, hopefully don't concede almost all our lead. Take care.